Hey, what's going on, guys? BotMentality here. We're going to go ahead and jump into this Bitcoin chart analysis. It is April 2nd of 2018, and we have some interesting things happen here recently. What we saw was a huge spike in the RSI. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the 1 hour here for you. A huge spike there in the RSI from the lows of 24.4 all the way up to the highs here recently of 60.9. So we've seen that huge spike up there. We saw Bitcoin jump from a low down here of 6,450 area all the way up to the highs here of 7,100. So what does this mean? Let's talk a little bit about it. So first, the market sentiment, we seem to be looking towards the horns right now. What we've seen is shorts covering each one of these spikes right here. And I'll go ahead and indicate those. Each one of these spikes right here. Oops, that one got a little bit messed up. Those spikes right there. All of these are just examples of shorts covering. People stopped getting hit because what happened was everyone was thinking Bitcoin was going to hit 6K. Even I was. I did not expect this bounce here out of nowhere. And usually when this kind of stuff happens, that's why it's best to layer your longs. For example, if everyone thinks Bitcoin's going to 6,000, some people will say, okay, well, let me go ahead and get my limit order ready at 6,100. And so they'll set a limit order there. And then another guy will be like, well, hey, everyone's probably going to set their limit orders at 6,100. So I'll set mine at 6,200 to make sure I get in. If in case the dip doesn't make it down to 6,000 even. And so what happens is people keep doing that. It creates a lot of buy pressure. And so when we got down here and we saw that Bitcoin wasn't hitting 6K, it was taking too long. We had a huge buy. We had buy volume come in here, which is mainly people covering their shorts. And that's what each one of these spikes is. When we see that we're not going to break the lows. The prior lows here on the 1 hour, whenever that happens, shorts kind of freak out and stack up on each other on the bid to try and cover. And we see these little pops right here. So that's exactly what that is. So don't FOMO into that. You don't want to FOMO into shorts covering. The best thing about shorts covering for me is actually entering a short. And so I spoke in my how to make money or how to grow a small account video. I put that out earlier today. I actually shorted into this spike right here and then covered that up down here. And so that's kind of something I like to do on the short side. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump a little bit more into the analysis here, just kind of rambling about that. So what I've been hearing a lot from people is they're saying, okay, well, if you back out to the daily chart, RSIs are oversold and we're heading up from here and we got a double bottom. I would not be too sure on that. And the reason why I say that is because we need to see the daily candle close a little bit higher. We also need to see some bull volume come in, some serious bull volume. That's not just shorts covering because we didn't hit 6K yet, basically. I don't think the fact that we haven't hit 6K yet is the most bullish thing out there, if that makes sense. So let me jump back over here to the hour. So right now it appears the 6,500, 6,400 area is going to be our temporary low. We had that nice relieving green candle on that bounce. The one thing I want you guys to focus on is the ascending wedge right here. For short-term trading, this is what's very important. We have this wedge right here. And it's coming up like that. And so, or you could say channel is forming right here. And what you want to keep an eye on, that was really ugly. Let me draw that a lot better for you guys. My bad. What you want to keep an eye on is the fact that if this breaks, what is going to happen if this breaks? The price is either going to shoot up or it's going to shoot down. After this point, just keep an eye on these lows in this channel. If this breaks below the channel, this would also indicate if we draw the horizontal. You guys know I love my horizontal resistance lines and support lines. We dropped this thing right here on where 7,000. If you're watching my videos for a while, that's exactly where I was going. If we break below this channel right around here, that's going to put us under 7,000, guys. So then we're not only have the resistance of 7,000 to worry about, we have the diagonal resistance of this channel to worry about as well. Keep an eye on that level. We need to stay above that, see hopefully some more consolidation for a break up here towards 64. People are like, okay, we're going to 8K. People are on a FOMO buy. That's what we need to see. We need to see 7,000 act as support, not resistance. So keep an eye on this channel right here, guys. If you're trading short term, if you bought Bitcoin below 6,800, I would say just hold a partial position through this. If you bought above, I would be very, very cautious and have stops set in case we don't hold this and people freak out and then we just get a dump out of nowhere like usually happens on any sort of strength recently, since we are in a downtrend right now. So we need to hold 7,000 to build confidence because we do have a lot of people waiting on the sidelines to enter Bitcoin. They're just looking for confirmation. That's all it is. So let's see. I'll go ahead and jump over to the daily now. Let's see what we have on that. So one thing I do see here on the daily chart is we've had, the price for the past 4 days has just been jumping around. You see right here we have this red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle. One thing to note here on the first, yesterday, we had a sell-off to push to those lows of 6,400, but we didn't break those. We got bought right back up, and that is a good sign. But what we need to see next, we need to see this green candle push upwards and close above the prior high of this candle. So we need to see a close above 7,044 and 46 cents. We need to see this candle close above that. So keep an eye out for that. There is a chance if you stay in that channel, like I said, we even close much higher. Just keep a close eye on that channel. Stay cautious. If you're entering, I would not enter along here. If you're at the top of this channel, guys, I would not enter along right now. Unless it's small size. Again, it's small size. Look back to the channel we formed between here. I'll go ahead and draw that out for you. Look at the channel we formed between 7,100 and the lows here at 6,680. Okay. If you entered near, oh my bad, it didn't draw there. Let me fix that. If you entered here, if you entered up near the top of this channel right here, you were pretty much in some trouble, and chances are you hit your stop on the way out of this when we broke down. If you didn't stop out there, I don't know what you're doing. You might be trading really long term, but yeah, if you didn't hop out right there, you're in some trouble. So think about that as just like this. So you need to respect the prior price action, respect the fact that we haven't broken out of the bear trend yet. Even though we do have, looks like we got this bottom bought up here, which is a good sign. You need to respect your size. Don't all in up here. That's all I'm saying. Don't all in. Keep an eye on that trend line that I drew earlier, and that's the main thing to look out for. So I think that's pretty much it. What I'm focusing now on the hourly is holding that channel and breaking up over the 7,200 resistance. On the daily, I really want to see us close above 7,044 because that's gonna indicate a higher low on the daily, and that's really what we need to see right now, a significant higher low on the daily, I should say. That's really what we need to see right now. So that's really my analysis right now. I don't have any positions open. My last trade was that short I did right in here. And right now I'm either waiting for Bitcoin to break through the 7,200 and head towards 75. That'll probably be the area I'm looking to start scaling in some SS guys, some short sales. And then for the long, I would still like to see this much cheaper. I haven't bought into this channel yet. And even if, let's say, Bitcoin rips from 7,200 to 8,200 tomorrow on an insane bull volume, I mean, the worst that would happen is I just start buying the dip. And assume that, here moving up in the future, we're going to start knocking out these resistance levels we set over the past couple of weeks and head back to highs and complete sort of the ABCD pattern everyone's looking for in this. So that's it, guys. Don't FOMO in. That's really all I got. Remember, this is Bot Mentality and trade like a machine. Have a good one, guys.